I just realized that the toy that I got Odin has a squeaker in it. That may be obnoxious tonight. That may be obnoxious tonight. God, I hope that doesn't get picked up on with the camera or the microphone all night. Good grief. All right, we're going live. What's up, Cap? How's it going, man? Jesus, you're always so early. It's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. Let's get, what am I doing? Get the TikTok chat. Sup, Chaz, Beige? Damn it, Crap, you beat me. Yeah, Cap beats everyone. It's crazy. Am I the one who's always early? No, I'm talking to YouTube when I say that. They're always like right there. All right. So I got Odin a new chew toy today, like one of those really tough ones. He's already fucking shredded it. He's had it for an hour. I just got home. Anyways, I didn't realize it had a squeak toy in it. So we might hear some squeaking. I'm only slow because my work tablet sucks. That's valid, actually. All right, we're already getting requests up. Let's give it a little bit more time to get some people in here. Ali, if you'll just hang on tight for just a few moments, I want to give everyone some time to get in. Appreciate you requesting up. Appreciate you joining and watching. Just hold tight for me. Why did the ratio change? It's doing better for the algorithm. YouTube still has horizontal. We're vertical and horizontal on YouTube, vertical only on TikTok. TikTok won't let me do them both at the same time. All right, we're getting some people in here. Ali, I'll get you up here. Let's get a good conversation going.
Yep. I just want to get fun.
Bro, I just wanted a good conversation. Why? Jesus. Typical theists. Am I right? How tall are you? 6'4". I'm just going to start saying I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7". I'm not 6'4", I'm 5'7". That's a hell of a claim, Runaway. I didn't know that people were capable of mind reading. I highly recommend going back to whatever school you got your mind reading degree from and get a refund because you fucking suck at it. Don't ever try again. Facts don't care about feelings. If I'm wrong on something, my feelings don't matter. I'm wrong. Change my mind with facts. How do you define God? The way that everyone does. If you want to call a shoelace God, go for it. You're just an idiot. Everyone knows what a God is. Everyone knows what the God is. Everyone knows what the Abrahamic and Christian and Muslim gods are. Don't play stupid. If you want to be stupid, I'll treat you stupid. God is our savior. Amen. Odin, the one true dog. I'm not currently an organ donor, but I'd love to give you my heart. Does God have Riz? Well, I don't think so, considering he had to rape Mary to get her pregnant. Ugh. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You seem to have a lot of hate. Go suck my fucking clit. You seem to have a lot of hate. How about provide facts? I don't care about your feelings. If I cared about your feelings, I'd be asking how you feel. Fuck your feelings. Prove God. You seem to have a lot of hate. Cool. Here, if you're not capable of shutting up, I'll shut you up then. Adios. Move on to the next comment section that cares about your feelings, because I don't. What is up, my boy?
What's up?
How you doing, brother?
All right, man.
Awesome. Which God do you believe in, brother?
I'm not religious.
Why'd you request up?
Well, I think there's some kind of higher being, wouldn't you think?
I asked which God you believed in. You could have said deist.
Uh,
You've never had a conversation like this before, have you?
yeah.
What's a deist?
I've seen that term before, theist. Theism. I think one of them says theism or theist or.
What is a theist?
Man, you got me there. I'll have
Alright.
to take your word on that.
We won't use any big words then. It's all perfectly fine. Okay. Why do you believe in some sort of a higher power or deity or God or anything?
Well, would you say that the people you debate or believe in a God are low self-esteem people?
No.
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 So why would they need to believe in a God if they had high self-esteem?
The fuck does that have to do with gods being real or not?
Well, to me it does.
God exists or doesn't exist regardless of how you feel about yourself. That has nothing to do on whether it is true or not. You feeling secure or not in yourself does not make Santa Claus magically appear or disappear. So that's not an argument we're going to have. Unless you can demonstrate how insecurity can make or not make God exist, then best of luck, but that's just nonsensical.
Well, I think it goes a lot on people's experiences too. I mean, I
Sure.
think I think people I think everybody's got a certain amount of pain in this life, and I think pain produces hope or faith, however you want to call it, and just depends on how much shit you've been through in your life. I mean, I've died a couple of times. I've
No,
had
you
a
haven't.
lot of traumas in my life, and just
When did you die?
produce, huh?
When did you die?
10 years ago,
What
October.
happened?
An antenna went through my eye about 5 inches, caused a traumatic brain injury.
Okay, yeah, cool. You got stabbed in the face. Wonderful. What did the doctor say?
Just had a major brain hemorrhage. They had to put a bolt in my head to relieve the pressure.
How long was your heart done?
I lost on the way to the hospital. I lost my pulse a couple of times.
How long was your oxygen depleted from your brain?
That I couldn't tell you that.
Okay,
I
you
don't
didn't die. It's called an NDE, near death experience. So anything you experience then is because of hallucinations. When you are dying, your brain is flooded with DMT and other chemicals that make you hallucinate, which is why every single religion, when they are passing away, they see different things. They see Hindu, they see Buddha, they see fucking Odin, they see Jesus, blah, 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 blah. It's because of hallucinations.
Have you ever experienced that?
I've experienced a lot of things. It doesn't mean that what I experienced actually exists in reality. It's explainable in psychology.
To me, it's more.
No, I just stated a fact. When you are dying, your brain is flooded with DMT. Do you know what DMT is?
I've heard the term.
It's a drug, a crazy strong hallucinogen drug. Like people take DMT and then live entire quote unquote live entire lifetimes in a span of 5 minutes. Like it is a strong hallucination, and your brain makes it. I don't know if your brain makes it, but it's flooded with it.
I don't remember having any hallucinations.
What experience did you have?
Just remember a light.
Hallucination.
I don't remember nothing else.
Or I mean that could have been a hallucination, that could have been a fucking flashlight, that could have been your corneas fucking up. I mean, I have no fucking idea, but so you didn't die, first and foremost. You had a near death experience because you got stabbed in the face. That's 100% understandable. Sorry to hear that. That fucking sucks. I'm sure that was traumatic as shit. But that NDEs aren't evidence of jack shit.
Okay.
Why do you believe in a God?
Well, I think I mean, push come to shove, I think really all you got in this life is truth and lies. I mean,
Sure, God's a lie.
You can lie your way through life, or you can tell the truth.
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean, you can
God's a
tell
lie.
me it's raining right now.
Yeah, you have
At your
evidence on
place.
whether it is or not. So what evidence do you have for a
This-
God or deity or whatever?
I guess it's just based on personal experience.
So again, I'll ask you for a second time, what experience?
I just told you that
That you had a near-death experience, didn't experience anything except for maybe a
Well,
possible light.
I'm just saying that.
What does God have to do with that experience?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying that was one trauma in my life. That ain't,
Right, that's not
that
an
ain't the
experience
only
for
one.
God. You said experience proved you're God to you. That didn't
Right.
show anything except for you got stabbed in the fucking face and survived thanks to doctors, not God. If it weren't for the doctors, you'd be dead, bro. God didn't save you. Doctors
Very
did.
possible.
Very possible. Are you fucking serious, dude? You're not going to give credit to the people that put you in a fucking ambulance, kept your heart beating and your brain working? Seriously? You're that much of a douche?
No, I'm not insulting or nothing, but I'm not saying.
You think if
either
you were
way.
bleeding out, stabbed in the goddamn fucking eye through the brain on the road, you would have miraculously stood up like a fucking video game character, and just fucking walked it off? No, dude, come on. Let's get back to reality. Snap
I
back to
agree.
reality. Oh, there goes great. Come on now.
I agree with you, but I mean, I'm not saying, but I don't know the other way neither for a fact. I mean, I don't know the Earth exploded 8 billion years ago and created the Earth.
Here, let me explain that to you real quick. So the Big Bang Theory has a bad rap for people that have never looked into it. So it was coined Big Bang by a Catholic to discredit it. It's not a Big Bang. We know about the Big Bang Theory. It's a scientific theory. Theory does not mean guess or assumption. That is the verb to theorize, or the colloquial. That's a word we don't need. The verb of theory is to theorize, which is a guess or assumption. A scientific theory is facts and evidence, and mountains of them that lead to the highest truth that we can have in science. If there's a scientific theory, fucking fact. Just take it as a fact until it's proven otherwise. We know about the Big Bang Theory because of something that we call CMB, as in boy, radiation. Cosmic microwave background radiation. So we can literally see these heat spots, and they all have different brightness levels, which tell us how old they are and which one's oldest in comparison to this one. And it all goes back to this hot, dense state. And that state expanded 13.8 billion years ago. It didn't explode. It just expanded. So the universe existed in a hot, dense state and then expanded.
I guess I'm more of a believe half what you see and nothing you hear type guy.
Well, look it up because you can fucking demonstrate it. It's demonstrable. Demonstrable means it's observable, testable. You can see it and know it.
I didn't actually witness it though, so
You can witness it by looking at it and observing it. We are expanding right now. We are in the Big Bang right now.
Okay.
The universe is expanding right now. Like accelerating, expanding. It's fast as shit.
Yeah, we just got two different views.
Well, I have
And that's
evidence and
okay.
facts. Would you like to provide any reason that it's wrong at all? This is a debate panel.
No, I mean you got me on the whiz kid stuff. I got no doubt there.
I'm an idiot, brother. It's just this. So there's something called Google Scholar. Like if you go on Google Chrome or whatever you use, I'm a weirdo. I use Internet Explorer, Windows Edge, Microsoft Edge. Sorry. and you type in Google Scholar, it's another search engine, and it only provides, like, if you type in Shroud of Turin, do you know what that is?
Some type of thing where they say Jesus wore a
Yeah, it's that.
thing.
That's a claim. So if you type in Shroud of Turin, it'll show the peer review research on it, and you can read how they studied it and tested it. So we can do these things for evolution. We can do it for CMB radiation. We can actually look at how things work, how we know that they work, and why we can trust that that is true. It's a really cool tool. I highly recommend, if you're ever curious about anything, look that up. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next theist, though. I appreciate you requesting up, though, brother. You have yourself a good night. All right.
All right, man. You too.
Yeah, I use Microsoft Edge. I never used Internet Explorer. I used Firefox and Chrome, but I really enjoy Microsoft Edge. It's very smooth. I agree, Chixie. All right, we got a Delulu. You also do get rewards. That is true. That is true. Ecosius search? Ecosius? I'm going to have to look that up. I prefer Explorer over Firefox. All right, let's get Jay in here.
40 seconds.
How's it going, Jay?
Good.
Oh, there you are.
I'm good. How you doing, brother? I'm sorry.
Doing all right, man. You're all good. Which God do you believe in, brother?
Believe in Jesus.
All right, what you got for me? Why should I believe in him?
Well, I'm not gonna force you to believe in him. I actually just came up here and wanted to ask you why do you not believe in a God, and well, don't act coy. Don't act dumb. Like I just said something dumb. I just wanted to come up here and ask you why you don't believe in God. Don't be a smartass, please.
I literally didn't say anything. Have you ever read the Bible?
Yeah, I'm actually currently reading the Bible.
Awesome. 1 Peter 3:15. It says that when asked, you should always give your answer for why you have faith. So when you're requesting up on a debate panel, when it's saying change my mind, God isn't real, it is actually your duty, in accordance with your God's word, in accordance with your book and fairy tale, to explain why God is real. So that's why I'm saying you're dumb. Thank you for putting the words in my mouth, though, because it is true.
Completely understandable.
I've read the Bible. You should.
Cool. What did I do?
So now you're going to shut up. You have no power. The blatant disrespect right out the gates. Fuck you. So the reason I'm an atheist is because I found out that there's no reason to believe that Jesus existed in the first place. That's when I started deconstructing. What do you have against that?
Didn't you just call me dumb? Or that? Never mind. Okay. Well, that's where I was gonna start. I mean, I really wasn't being an asshole. I just wanted to start by asking you why you didn't believe in God, and I was gonna go from there. So you're starting off being a dick, but that's
Go fuck yourself. What's up, Well? How you doing, brother?
Howdy, how are you?
Doing all right, man. Which God do you believe in?
I believe in Jesus Christ, yes.
All right, what you got for me? Why should I believe in him?
I think that God is as real as the logic that you cling to for any understanding of reality.
Well, okay, that's fair. Let me answer this by logic is grounded in axiomatic principles. Do you know what an axiom is, by
Yes.
chance? Okay, yeah. So logic and mathematics are grounded in axioms. So
Okay.
they're self-evident truths. Things exist. You can't prove that wrong. It's a fact. God is not a self-evident truth. It's an evident required truth.
If you know like the epistemology behind it, it's not so simple. Yeah.
What epistemology do you have to prove that your God is true?
Well, I think that you're coming at it from a nominal
Don't
place.
pivot. What you brought up epistemology. What epistemology do you use to prove God true?
Whichever one calls like numbers.
So
real,
let me
you know
ask
what I
you
mean?
again. Which epistemology do you use to prove your God true?
I
You
don't
brought it
know.
up. You
don't know
walked into
the
the corner,
I don't know the
brother.
terms on
Now
that,
I'm going to
but
put
I'll
up a
agree.
fence around the corner, and you're going to sit like a good boy in the corner until you
Wait,
get the fucking
want me
answer
to know
out.
the names and stuff? Like,
Yup,
I don't-
you brought it up. You said I'm not using
I'm
good
giving you a red
epistemology,
apple
so
and you're
wonderful. You can provide what epistemology proves your God true and change my mind.
I'm giving you a red apple, and you're like, do you know?
All right, stop whining. Stop pivoting. You said I use incorrect epistemology. I have asked 3 times. I will ask a 4th. What epistemology do you use to prove your God true? You brought up epistemology. Let's fucking do it. You have to unmute.
Anyway, that's basically all I have for you. I think we disagree.
So, dude, if we disagree, explain why I'm wrong. What epistemology do you use to prove God true? Do you know what epistemology is?
I've given it to you. I've given it to you in simple words. I don't think I need to.
You
give
haven't
it to
provided
you in academic terms.
any argument at all, actually.
I did. I told you, if you believe that the number 4 is a real thing,
That's
like not
grounded
just wood,
in
not just
axioms.
trees. Yes,
4
grounded in
things next to
axiom.
4 things is 8 things. Mathematics is man-made. We put the signs for the number. We made up that, but 4 things have always existed. That's an axiom. What epistemology do you use to prove God true? Do you know what epistemology is?
I tell you, I'm using the same thing that you're using. Those.
Jesus Christ. Did elementary school let out and like all the adults got like held back into 4th grade or something? Like what the fuck is going on here? You use false epistemology. Awesome. Which one do you use? You're wrong. Huh? To be fair, epistemology has more than 2 syllables. That's fucked up. Jay, you're back. What's up, Mariella? How you doing? Captain, that was a lot. All right, he left. Oh shit, it is Monday. That's funny. Okay, he's back. Round 2.
Round 2. How you doing, brother?
Why should I believe in God?
Well, first and foremost, I want to say I'm sorry for being disrespectful if I was. That was on my part. My bad. I think the reason why you should believe in God, though, is because, I mean, there's no simple, like, there's no way a person could break down every piece of evidence to prove that God does not exist. There's no way. Like, you would have to break down every element in detail.
Which God do you believe in again?
Jesus. I believe in God. Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Abrahamic God, I can debunk actually. So your God transcends time, correct?
I'm still learning about Jesus and about God and stuff. So I mean, you're gonna.
Okay.
I mean, you probably have more knowledge about it
Here,
than I do.
let me.
So.
I'll read you off the actual like description of his characteristics.
Okay.
Okay, let's open this up. So this is just going to be Wikipedia, but we're not going to use Wikipedia. Let's see. In the Abrahamic tradition, God is one, eternal, and the creator of the universe, possessing qualities such as holiness, justice, triomny, and transcendence.
Yeah.
So to transcend is to be outside of.
Yeah.
To transcend time means you're outside of time. The claim of this God is that he is outside of time and did something. That's not possible. So the way time works is, let me rephrase that. The way cause and effect work is 2 points in time. You have a cause and then later an effect. You have to have time for causal relation. So for God to create something, by definition, he has to have and be in time. The only argument around that is what we would call a special pleading fallacy, to say God created the rules, he's able to break them. If you can demonstrate how that is even possible when it breaks all the laws of physics and logic, then we can grant it as true, but there's absolutely zero evidence for that at all.
It's understandable. Completely understand what you mean. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, you can't go in detail with every single piece of evidence and
We
prove
can.
that God. You really can't. The human mind, it literally is transcendent. You cannot prove 100% that there is no God. It's
I just
impossible.
did.
That's all man. What you just said is all what.
In accordance with reality, yes, I am using physics, the laws of physics, the
That
laws
is
of
created by man,
logic,
correct?
all of
That's
mathematics.
created by man.
No,
Okay. So
no,
you didn't learn that in
all
school?
these things are grounded in axioms.
You didn't
axiom-
learn that in school.
Learning something in school doesn't mean it's made by a human, dude. Is a tree made by a human being? No. It grows naturally, but you can learn about trees.
That's
What?
the thing about God. It's a beautiful creation, though. That's the thing.
It's not a creation. You're claiming and presupposing that it's a creation without proving that it is a creation. I can prove to you
believe
that a
in Big Bang?
computer is a creation. Prove to me that a universe is a creation.
You can prove that a computer is a creation. You said.
Yeah, there is evidence that computers would not exist without people making them. Prove to me that the universe would not exist without a God making it.
It's all through faith.
That's
Agree.
belief without evidence by literal definition. Also, the definition in the Bible, Hebrews 11:1 says, faith is evidence for things unseen. And what does it use in that is going to be the definition of faith used in Hebrews, going to be meaning confidence. I can have confidence that I am 35 feet tall. That is not a consistency for truth. Confidence does not equate evidence. No. You can be confident that you're going to win the fucking lottery and lose. Confidence does not equate truth. It's not consistent. So no, faith is not evidence. Faith is stupid. If you have faith in something, you're stupid.
So the evidence. So are you basically saying? Okay. So do you believe that the Bible was basically written by man? Of course, right?
It was
Yeah,
written by men.
Okay. So how do you feel? I'm gonna go into like a little bit of depth and detail with this, but how do you feel about like our government and all these prophecies unfolding? Like, what
There's
do you have
not a
to say
single
about that?
prophecy unfolding.
Everything that's going on in the Bible that it talks about in Revelations is literally unfolding.
Name
with
one.
Rumors of wars. Don't say it's been happening. It has not happened like this. And
Yeah, it has.
No,
How do you think
not to
Rome
this
fell,
extent.
dude? Rome
Not to this
was
extent.
the fucking owner of Earth. Egypt, bro. Come on now. We had
We've
fucking
got the-
crusades, dude. Did you forget about the 12 plus crusades? That is rumors of war throughout the goddamn planet. It was way worse in history. Throughout all of history, there have been wars and rumors of wars. If I tell you right now lightning's going to strike in 1,000 years, is that a prophecy? No, lightning fucking strikes. Congratulations, I just said something that's going to happen.
So you don't believe that prophecy is unfolding with what it's saying in the Bible at all?
No, have wars and rumors of wars happened throughout history? Yes or
It's not
no?
even just the rumors
Yes
of
or
war,
no?
though.
Yes or no?
Of course they have to. Not to this.
There you
extent.
go.
But
To this
not
extent, what is the extent? Tell me the numbers.
Okay, well, first of all, it
How
talks
many
about
rumors of wars are there right now?
Okay, so have you seen this?
How
have you
many
seen each
rumors of
nation-
wars are there right now?
There's multiple. Rumors
How
of
many?
it's
Give me
all
a
over.
number. Give me a number. We're going to take that number and we're going to compare it to 2,000 years ago.
As many as you can think of.
Okay,
And
I
this
can
isn't
think of
just
way
war,
more for
this isn't-
history. So basically what you're saying is I believe this, therefore it's true. I have no evidence backing what I believe, but I am correct and you are wrong. That is what you're telling me. You have nothing. There have always been
What
rumors
I'm
of
trying to-
wars and wars happening throughout all of
Sure,
history. You even
understandable,
agree
but
with
what I'm
that.
trying to say. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that said that Israel will be struck by nations all around, right? It's
Every
Israel, I
fucking
believe.
nation has been struck by nations around. Congratulations, that
Not
is not a
every-
prophecy. Pick out a nation. I'll tell you who struck it. Name one. Right now. Name one. Israel?
Nation. It says nations all around.
Yeah, no shit. It's happened throughout all of fucking history.
It's not to this extent.
Yeah, it has. And even worse in history. Again, 12 fucking crusades.
Okay, what about?
What do you
okay, so
think
what
a
about-
crusade is, dude?
Enlighten me. What is it?
We're going to go to the definition.
Okay. What do you feel about the mark of the beast though? With it saying that you cannot buy or sell without having this mark in Revelations.
Do you have 666 on your head or wrist?
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Do you have 666 on your head and wrist?
That's not what it's meaning.
It literally is, and the number of the beast will be 666. And it will be visible, and it will be visible on the forehead or left or right arm. Can't remember which one.
So the fact that you're thinking that the mark of the beast is literally the number
the
666,
word says it will be the number of 666.
The number of man, which is
666,
is 666. But
you've never studied the Bible, have you?
Dude, I just told you that I'm new to the Bible, and I can still.
Okay, so how about you listen to someone that does this for a living, and I will give you the evidence that backs it. Scholars agree as well. You are wrong. And I will provide the evidence. I'm not just going to say that out of my ass. Unlike you saying that rumors of wars have been magically expanding. By the way, even if there were rumors of wars expanding astronomically, that's not evidence of a god nor a prophecy.
Okay.
That's called coincidence, not causation. Anyways, what was the first thing I said I was going to look up? 666. Where does the number 666 in the Bible come from? It's a simple Google search. The 666 is found in Revelation 13:18 as the number of the beast. 13:18. Here is a call for wisdom. Let the one who has insight calculate. We're supposed to know the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and that number is 666.
Amazing. Yep.
Read the Bible before trying to argue it. It literally says that number is 666. It literally says it.
Defined. It's not. You're defining as thinking that we have to put this number literally on.
It literally says that.
What is?
It literally says that.
What is that word though? It doesn't. It's
symbology. No, it says it will literally be there.
Okay, so there's a chip that Elon Musk just came out with that is called what? Do you know what it's called?
Are you talking about Neuralink?
Not just Neuralink. It's called digital ID.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And what did they say? It started in the UK.
Cool.
They said that if you do not get this in your hand or your forehead, which is exactly in the Bible, they said that you cannot buy, sell.
Says
that's
who?
Who
told you that?
Says our government.
Who?
Says our government.
Who?
Did you know Donald Trump also signed? He got 10 leaders around nations together, and that's what it says. There will be 10 great. Okay, that's funny. You just see your
Who? Who said it? Who verified it? Are they credible? How do we know this? You're talking from incredulity right now. You heard it from fucking Fox News, and it is therefore true.
No,
who
Fox
said it?
News is a fucking joke. So
all of it. Who said it? You're a conspiracy theorist. Congratulations. Who said that you will not be able to fucking purchase something unless you have this chip in your fucking head? Who?
Unless you want to do it illegally. Yeah. The government.
I will be a goddamn owl for you. Who?
The government.
The government. Who?
Who runs us? The government.
Who?
The elites, the higher up.
Who? Who said it?
Who run you?
Who?
Israel owns the USA. I mean, come on, dude.
Who? Who said it? You don't know.
The synagogue of Satan, bro. I mean, it's all.
To be honest, because you're not allowed to lie. Remember the Bible. Thou shalt not lie. You should say, I heard it and I believe it because the Bible says it and I believe the Bible. This is called intellectual honesty.
Okay, let me ask you one more thing, please, if you don't mind. How do you feel about the 5 major scientists that actually? I mean, you guys.
Do you want me to tell you the 30 scientists that say you're full of shit?
No, hold on. No, hold on. Einstein, you got all these scientists. I can pull them up. Hold on, and I'll quote you exactly what they said. They said
tell me you're
proof.
saying that Einstein believes in God. Please.
What I love is the fact that all you atheists are going off of science, right, and all these other things. But what I love is
tell me about Einstein.
Scientists that literally said, "Okay, I'm gonna quote it for you. Hold on.
Tell me about Einstein." No, tired. Let him say what Einstein said. Dude, if he tells me some quote about Einstein saying God is real, I'm gonna laugh my fucking ass off. Tell me you haven't read Einstein without telling me.
Yo, I'm getting my other phone pulled up right now. I got you. Just bear with me. I got a bunch of notes and shit. I haven't debated anybody in a minute, so let me.
Are you
pull up
about
these notes and I
to
got
bring
you.
up a quote of
But
Einstein saying
you
God is
got-
real?
I don't even know what other sciences, but a lot of them said
I asked you a question.
how it'd be hard not to believe in
Okay,
a
there
god.
you are. Yeah.
For this
What
reason.
God did Einstein believe in?
And one of them said I would be illogical.
Yeah, what God did
things
Einstein
like
believe
that,
in?
so I'll pull it up here in a second whenever I can.
What what God did Einstein believe in?
He said just God in general. But I'm gonna pull it up. I'll pull it up in general.
Oh, this is amazing.
So did that one guy that you were talking to speak about
Keep going with
he said
Einstein,
something-
bud.
Okay, we can stick on Einstein, but I want to ask you this until my phone turns on.
I'm not allowing the
Um,
pivot.
You don't have to allow the pivot. You have 60 people in here who are going to remind you about it. Trust me, I'm not going to pivot. And if I'm wrong, you can just prove me wrong. I mean, I ain't going to fucking quote
Yeah,
everything
I'm
from
waiting for you to
Einstein, but I
embarrass
know
yourself
one of his
first.
quotes. Okay, cool. I mean, I'm not really going to embarrass myself if I don't quote everything Einstein says.
Have you ever read
mean,
Einstein
you-
ever?
No, I mean, I've
Which
seen a
book?
few things from Einstein,
Which
of
book of
course.
his did you read? Which letter to the churches that he sent multiple of did you read?
I haven't read any of them. If
Oh,
you want me to
he
read
sent
them,
a lot
I
of
can,
them.
though. Okay, did I tell you specifically that I went into detail with what Einstein
No,
said?
but you're
I
using
didn't.
Einstein
I said
as
there was. I simply
proof of
told you
God.
because yes, but because you want to be hard-headed, a hard-headed fuck. You want to sit here and think that I'm going to sit here and say that Einstein completely believes in God. I said there were a few scientists that quoted the reason why God potentially and possibly exists, and now you're laughing, trying to make me look like an idiot. But it's not going to work.
This
brother, I promise
smart
you.
guy said that the Earth is flat, therefore the Earth is flat.
Bando, I'm actually not getting mad, brother. It takes a lot for me to get mad, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. My voice is going out though. So that one guy though, Einstein, we can stay on Einstein, but what's that one these young children your like background with family going to churches and things, and they wake up either from a coma or something and they talk about God. What do you think about that?
A, I didn't hear you. B, you're not pivoting.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you feel about the fact that there are children who can wake up from a coma and talk about Jesus, having no
How do
church
you feel
background
about
at
people
all?
from India that wake up from a coma and talk about Vishnu?
Is that a god, I assume? From India? Isn't atheism like one of the most illogical like claims though?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like seriously, no disrespect. What?
Oh yeah, 100%. Atheism is so illogical. The belief system that is and the religion
it really is.
of
It goes
atheism.
Christianity, then like Hinduism, isn't it? I think.
No, like the religion of atheism, I just fucking stupid, dude.
It's not a religion, obviously, but I mean,
What is it?
Hold on, I can
Define
find out.
atheist.
it's not necessarily you guys don't believe in God. It's just
What does
more the
A
fact that
mean?
you guys. What's up?
What does A mean?
A?
And what does theist mean?
Someone who believes in Jesus or believes in a creator, correct?
Yeah,
You
the
can fill me in.
definition of theist is a belief in God or gods.
Yeah.
What does A mean when you put it in front of a word?
One or someone, I believe, right?
Would you consider Dahmer amoral?
Amoral. Do you ever hear the word amoral? You ever use the word amoral for anything, like for anyone? I know what you're saying, but I mean, we just had this conversation a minute ago as well. You said how my voice is going out. Damn. Why are you fake laughing, bro? I mean, you obviously put more work in than I have, but I mean, you can go ahead and fill me in. Go ahead. Hey, do you think my puppy's cute? On my background?
Where's this Einstein quote that God is real?
I gotta pull it up, brother. It's on my other phone, like I said. I got all my notes on my other phone. It's turning on right now. It's a slow ass phone. It's an iPhone XS Max. This is my 16. I mean, you can keep talking. We'll stay on the Einstein. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna come back to it, but just keep talking to me. Tell me why you don't believe in God. Like, what else? Fill me in.
Dude, I already
mean,
debunked your God in this conversation.
You cannot 100% prove that God does not exist.
Yes,
That's
I
literally
can.
impossible. The human
Yes,
brain
I can.
cannot do that. No, you can't.
I
Dude.
did. What did I say?
You said a whole lot of bullshit. You cannot
A lot
prove
of
that God
bullshit.
does not exist. That's impossible. If you think you are that smart to prove that God does not exist, I mean, it's funny, dude.
I'm Gnostic
there's
about your
scholars,
God.
there's-
I am
there's scholars and
agnostic
there's-
about other gods.
Okay, but there's scholars and there's fucking written evidence and proven evidence, eyewitness evidence.
Define agnostic.
Agnostic. I do know what that means, bro. I know for a fact I do, but I cannot fucking hold on.
Define Gnostic.
Actually, I've never heard that. My fault.
What's
I will be
opposite
honest,
of
never heard that one.
agnostic? Like when
Oh,
you
makes
put
sense,
a
makes
in front
sense.
of words.
Like amoral.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Asexual, amoral, asympathetic.
I assume you're asexual.
Sure. The burden of proof does lie on me. I'm saying God isn't real. I'm accepting a burden of proof with this positive
Somebody
assertion.
said we can obviously prove that some God claims aren't true.
Yep.
I'm sure you agreed with that.
Yeah, some
mean,
gods
yeah,
I am
no, I'm not-
agnostic
I'm not-
about, some gods I am Gnostic about. The Abrahamic God
okay.
cannot exist because he transcends time. You cannot create and have causal relation without space-time. In order to argue around that, you have to special plead without any evidence that God is somehow able to break the laws of physics and reality.
Okay.
And yes, we
My phone-
do know this
my
for a
phone just turned
fact.
on, brother. I'll go right to this now. My phone turned on. Back to the Einstein thing. I got you. And if this is a wrong quote, then you can prove me wrong. I mean, you got it. But
Well, I know
sure you-
exactly what God, if God he believed in, is.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to it right now.
I was committing adultery with TikTok just now. Did Einstein actually exist? What? After all, he was a theoretical
Yeah,
physicist.
can you prove that Einstein existed? Like 100%.
That was a joke from one of my YouTube
No, but can you though?
chatters.
Yeah, okay, cool. Can
Yes,
you
we
actually
have
prove that you-
contemporary witnesses and get
Nice.
this, photographs. Holy fucking shit.
Sweet. You can prove from a photograph that he exists. We have a picture of Jesus. I mean, is that actually Jesus? People are saying there's this guy in what's his name? That looks like
Did photography
fucking-
exist in Jesus' time, dude?
yeah, bro. Of course it did.
What
Nah,
shapes
of
the
course
earth?
it didn't. Of course it didn't.
Okay,
The earth is round. Why?
just making sure. How old is the earth?
Over 2,000 years old. I
Over?
believe, yeah, probably. I don't know. Never went in depth with it. Like I said, I'm still new to this. I don't know. It's hard to believe that God does not exist, though.
I just
It's
explained
just
it.
too beautiful of a
Yeah, it
creation.
is
You can't do
beautiful.
it.
It's
Your
not a
tiny
creation, though.
brain cannot comprehend what this whole creation is. Your tiny brain can't do that, bro. I don't
No,
care.
it can't.
It's
But
impossible.
I do understand some of the laws of physics, and you are
Are you better
claiming.
than God? Are you?
Yes, I am 100%. I am
Okay.
1,000% better than a genocidal, rapist, slave condoning bitch. Yes.
Okay.
I 1000% am. Fuck that thing. Fuck that character in that book written by men in an illiterate time, anonymous authors, 0 original manuscripts, fragments this big that were copies of copies of copies of copies of copies of copies retranslated from Aramaic into Greek and then into English by the people that didn't even speak the same language as what they spoke. You're absolutely right that I am more moral than someone 2,000 years ago that thought slavery and rape and incest was good. Fuck yes, I'm better than that.
He thought that. He thought that. The whole meaning behind. Yo, can you hear me?
I can now.
My bad, brother. So I mean, the whole meaning behind God, though, I mean, it's all morals. Like it's coming from the Bible. What
The
you
morals
read
of the
from is
Bible
all
come from
good morals.
Mesopotamia. Also, the
From
god
where?
Yahweh comes from Israelites, the pantheon. That was a god stolen from a pantheon. Also, Jesus is not the only one to resurrect, turn water to wine. The story about a great flood came stolen from the Epic of Gilgamesh, the oldest story in human existence. Like, the book is just full of horseshit. Also, Genesis 1:1 says that God created the heavens and the earth. And then in Genesis 1:14, day 4, he creates the sun, moon, and stars. That's false. The earth is younger than the sun, and the earth was formed thanks to gravity from the sun and other planetoids that were crashing into it, thanks again to gravity. So, like, we know that this mythology is not true. Like, we know it. And I know that the Big Bang Theory is true because, again, evidence. We have evidence for these things. There's 0 evidence that a god can transcend time and have causal relation. There's 0 evidence that he exists. There's 0 evidence that the universe was created. There's like, it's just all redonkulous claims from the Iron Age.
Yeah. Okay. Give me just one sec. I'm gonna go to my notes on my iPhone, my other iPhone. Give me a second.
He's having a very hard time finding this quote from Einstein saying God is real. That's kind of weird, isn't it? That's crazy.
Hey, calm down, partner. Calm down. I'll find it.
It's
all right.
almost like he never said God
Why,
is
dude?
real.
Like he never said it. Yeah. I know. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty embarrassing. I can't find it.
Okay,
I
here's the
still
deal
tried.
with Einstein. No, he did not believe in a God. He actually called it foolish and naive to believe in a God. He actually sent letters to churches that attacked him for not believing in a God, and he told them how foolish they were. If he were to believe in a God, he would believe in something called Spinoza's God, which is basically the equivalent of just worshiping the universe. Like, the universe is magnificent, beautiful, glorious. That is the closest thing to a God we will ever have, is the universe itself. That is what Einstein believed. Let's say Einstein believed in a God. Does that make it exist? What if Einstein believed in unicorns? Does it make them exist? No. So
Remember,
just
of
because
course, I
someone
never said that.
smart
Okay,
believes in
okay,
something or says
okay.
something is true doesn't mean that that something is true. What if
Exactly.
Einstein said that you are 30,000 feet tall? Doesn't make it true. It doesn't fucking matter. That's called an appeal to authority fallacy, where
Okay,
you're just appealing to
what
someone
I
who's
said,
smart as
hold on,
truth.
hold on. What I told you is the fact that a lot of you atheists like to go off of what scientists say, right?
Nope.
You do. Don't tell me you do. Yes, you do.
False. So what we do,
every atheist
pause.
that I have ever talked to,
Are you an
always go
atheist?
off of science. Every atheist that I've ever talked
Dude,
to, go
shut
off
up for a
science.
second. Are you a fucking atheist? Yes or no?
No, dumb fuck.
No,
You said
I am. Stop saying what we fucking believe. So, what we do is we take what they say and then we fucking research it to see if it's true or not. By the way, when scientists say something, they provide evidence. Want to know what this evidence is? Peer-reviewed research. They show what they did, how they did it, when they did it, what they found, and the scrutiny that they received from other scientists trying to debunk them, what evidence they found, and the peer-review research from them. We have mountains of evidence for what we believe. We do not appeal to authority. Just because a scientist says they have a 30-inch dick does not mean it's true. No, we do not give a fuck what a scientist says. We give a fuck about the evidence that they provide.
Okay. I mean, I'll accept it. You got it. I really can't find this quote.
It doesn't
How do you
exist,
feel?
brother. Einstein didn't
No,
believe in a god.
it does. It
No,
does.
it doesn't.
No,
He
I'll look it
literally.
up.
Do you want me to quote him? Here, let me quote Einstein for you. I believe in Spinoza's God who reveals himself in the orderly harmony of what exists, not in a God who concerns himself with fates and actions of human beings. He rejected the notion of a personal God who rewards or punishes, describing such beliefs as naive and childlike.
Einstein says he believes in Spinoza. What's that?
Spinoza's God.
Spinoza's. Yeah,
The
what is that?
universe.
Tell me about that.
The beauty and magnificence of the universe. All things are contingent on the universe existing. The universe is the necessary thing for all things. By the way, how do I know that the universe was not created? Energy can't be created or destroyed. That's the first law of thermodynamics. So believing that it was created without any evidence is
What
just
about
stupid.
Stephen Hawking?
I don't give a fuck if Stephen Hawking believed in God either. He didn't. He was an atheist. But even if he did, what evidence does he have to justify it as true? Give me Socrates. If Socrates believed in a god, again, boo.
What about Isaac Newton?
Who?
Wasn't he a strong Christian?
Again, boo. Who? Do they have evidence justifying it as true? We don't care what scientists say. We care the evidence that they provide.
All right. Now let's jump into something else. Okay, you got it, brother. What about the Elliot argument? You guys hate that so much, the Elliot argument?
What?
You know what the-
Elliot. I have
There you
not
go.
heard that in a minute. Let me get it up.
The Elliot argument. It is the trichotomy in, what does that say? I can't even fucking read. That's so small.
Have
The
you ever
origin of the
studied
universe
logic?
falls into three possible. What's up?
Before we go into this, have you ever studied logic before?
Study logic.
Yep.
J. Loyalty. The universe existed before the Big Bang. The universe wasn't made. Oh, the Big Bang. Wait, do you believe we came from the Big Bang? Is that Big Bang? Is that what atheists believe that we came from? Like basically thin air? I don't know
It's
too
not
much of what
thin air.
atheists believe in. It really is. It's you believe that we came from
What's the Big Bang
particles.
Theory, bro?
I know what the Big Bang Theory is. Hold on.
Cool. Describe it.
Got you.
Oh, you got to Google it.
Well, bro, I can't give you the exact. I know what the Big Bang Theory is. I just can't give you the exact.
After we
definition of
explain what it is, your next question should be what evidence do we have to justify it as true? Just because a claim exists doesn't make it true. We believe things based on evidence.
The prevailing of cosmological model explaining that the universe began approximately 13.8 billion years ago from an extremely hot, dense state, expanding and cooling into its current state. We came from thin air. Is that what you guys think, basically?
Say it again.
That's what it says. The Big Bang Theory is prevailing cosmological model explaining that the universe began approximately 13.8 billion years ago from extremely hot, dense state, expanding and cooling into its current state.
Yep. We're currently
Definitely
expanding
seen it.
still.
I've seen stupid AI models and people fucking putting that shit together too. It's just like, it's not logical. You guys cannot prove that that truly happened.
It's a scientific theory, brother.
There's multiple scientific theories. Are you going to believe every single fucking one of them? Like,
This
come
is
on, dude.
the accepted scientific theory model for where the universe expanded from. And how we know it is CMB radiation that we can observe. We can test, scrutinize, critique, and know it to be true. It's a scientific theory. I've already explained
What?
scientific theory to you. Why are you questioning
I feel
it?
like you. Let's go. Okay, we'll go back to the Elliot argument.
Yeah, if God exists, a life-permitting universe is likely. If naturalism, a life-permitting universe is unlikely. We observe a life-permitting universe, therefore, this is evidence for a God over naturalism. Is this the argument you want to use?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, P2 is not true. If naturalism, a life-permitting universe is unlikely. How do they know that? What universe have they observed where there is and is not a God proven, and then also showed that the universe without a God is unlikely,
on.
and the universe with a God is likely. You have to
Wait, what
prove
you
God
just said is
exists.
completely off.
This is
Say that
called
again?
logic, brother. This is why I asked you if you've ever studied logic. So we can give you.
Okay, well, I've been looking into the Elliot argument. It says here that
Brother, I
the
grew up
origin
as
of
a
the this
Christian. The
well, yeah,
reason that
cool.
I am an
No, you
atheist
didn't.
is
No,
due.
you didn't. I'm
My
sorry.
dad.
No, I'm
No,
telling
so
you,
this
you
is
didn't.
so this is called the no true Scotsman fallacy. So again, you don't know
Awesome.
logic. It is you saying that I wasn't truly a Scotsman or I wasn't truly a Christian because I'm not now. False, dumbass. You're not in my mind. I was a hardcore flat earther. I believed the universe was 6,000 years old. I believed the Bible literally. I believed there was a flood. I believed I had visions. I believed I saw spirits and demons and
It's
angels and had dreams and
okay.
visions. I also
Okay.
believed that there was a solid firmament. I believed NASA was the deceiver, and I believed the
It
moon
is.
landing was fake. I believed
And it
all of this
is.
horseshit,
Do
and
you
now I
believe that the
follow
fucking moon?
evidence.
Wait, do you believe?
And now I follow evidence. The reason I
Evidence.
deconstructed is because my beliefs were questioned, and I was open and honest enough with myself to go and look up the answers. And when the answers disagreed with what I believed, I looked into the evidence supporting them. And when I could not defeat those arguments, I accepted them as true because there was proven beyond reasonable doubt, therefore unreasonable to doubt.
Oh, for sure.
Because
Wait, so do
facts
you
don't
believe?
care
Wait,
about
hold
my
on.
feelings.
Yeah, understandable. I actually do want to ask you, do you believe that the moon landing was real? Like, honestly.
That's the last we're going to have with him. I'm not going into a fucking conspiracy theorist argument right now. That was rough. I let him talk for a good 30 minutes. Yeah, you're not coming back up, Jay. You're also getting roasted in chat, which is also full of Christians too. So that's hilarious that you're getting roasted by Christians and atheists. Ignorance isn't cute, bro. Go read books. Oh, what's a book? I'm glad you asked, Jay. So we took wood and we made it super thin. And we took ink and we put it into words onto the pieces of what we call paper, which is just skinned trees. And we're able to take information, evidence, and facts and put them into this to store it for other people to read and learn from later. So they have those for free at these things called libraries. If you go to a library, you can get this thing called a library card, and you're able to take these books for free for a short amount of time and read them. And when you read them, you can gain knowledge from them. I highly recommend going and checking them out. They're pretty cool. Just give it a shot. Reading is really cool. It helps. I was being gentle to him. I was being very gentle with how fucking crazy he was being. And he attacked me a lot more than I attacked him. We're going to get in VOG, V-O-G. How's it going, VOG?
Hello,
How are you doing? Are you over the age of 18?
I'm 21.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
Me, the me God.
Okie dokie. Explain.
Mhm. So essentially, God is just all of creation. He has no enemies. Um, Satan is not God's casting down into hell. Satan is God. Except it's more like which one he chooses, if that makes sense. Or which side of consciousness chooses to be. So when consciousness falls down, the ego, some call that the path of Satan, because the ego is what denies truth. And truth is that energy is not created or destroyed, it is always here. No book will ever allow you to believe that enough. So you can run in circles around your mind forever if you want to, but knowing truth will always bring you back to God or the universe. Or you can die and go back into the ground.
Define God.
The universe. Everything.
The universe already has a definition.
Everything.
So
And isn't
define
it
God.
everything? Where are you right now?
So you worship the universe. It's not a God.
Like I said, I live in everything. I live
You
in the
you
universe.
you called
I'm
the
speaking.
universe God. I can
Yep.
call my shoelace God, but it's not a God. God is the all-powerful creator, intelligent being of the universe.
So if you break down your shoelace enough,
What did I say that is wrong?
it goes down to an atom, no?
Congratulations. What did I say is wrong?
That the shoelace is not God.
Correct.
I believe shoelace is God.
Well, I also believe that unicorns created you, so I'm correct and you're wrong.
I
Like,
mean,
do you see how dumb this argument is? A matter
my mother-
particle is not a god. Do particles have intelligence and desire to create all of the universe and have all
are
the
you made up
power
of?
to create all the universe?
What are you made up of?
Stardust, correct. Do
Okay.
matter and material particles,
What is stardust?
do particles have intelligence and all power to create things out of desire?
That is for you to believe or to know.
I was asking
Or to
you a
know.
question because you are claiming that a particle is God.
Yes.
Okay. Is a particle an intelligent creator of the universe? Yes or no?
The universe is always here, brother.
So the question was, is a particle an intelligent,
The universe is
all-powerful
here. It has
creator
always been
of
here.
the
It will
universe?
always be here.
Or I'm sorry, let me say it
Energy
again.
will
You must
always
not
be
have heard
here.
me.
It has
So
always
the
been here and will
question
always be here.
is a
It is that
particle
simple.
an intelligent, all-powerful creator of the universe? Yes or
So
no?
energy is
Oh,
not created or destroyed.
I'm so I can't. It's funny, but also annoying. Oh, why do I do this to myself? I love you guys. You better fucking appreciate this. I'm gonna go get therapy tomorrow. God damn. Why do you think anyone should care about your opinion? You shouldn't. Our puny human minds are not capable of understanding God. Yeah, you are. That's why you have a book to understand him and his ways. Bring the chocolate milk to calm the nerves. That's a good idea. Should I have chocolate milk? That's a lot of yeses. Let's go get a chocolate milk. Because me is God. Next theist, please. Atheists are chocolate milk, while Christians are yoo-hoo, aka chocolate water. Oh, Tired Eyes says she likes yoo-hoo. If God isn't real, neither are you. It is chocolate milk. What else would it be? Oh, you're buffering? I am so excited to get some fucking fiber internet. Do they still make strawberry milk? Chocolate cows. Yes, that's where chocolate milk comes from. God just is. That. Fuck. Atheist, trust me, bro. Yes, just trust me. I've never in my life ever said why I believe what I believe, nor provided evidence for it. Oh, wait. No, that's you. Hiding in the comments. That's what the Christians in chat sound like. Would love to have my mind changed. All right. We got 80 of you in here. And there are only 3,000 likes. I will give you 3 minutes to get that to 10K, or else I'm smiting every single one of you. What do you define as God? The definition? Like, if someone believes in the Hindu gods, I'll accept them. But if you're going to be a Christian troll and say, what is a god? I'm going to go off of the definition of God. All-powerful, intelligent creator of the universe, triomni. Smite me, good baby. Jesus Christ. $3,600 likes. We're getting there. 542. So at 545. Vitor again. Ah.
Yo, what's good? You're one of the smartest people in the
I'm a
TikTok
dumbass.
scroll algorithm that I'm chained to.
Enchained. I love that. All right, bring me the argument, man.
Okay.
Are you drinking chocolate milk too?
No, I'm just take a sip of water. Chocolate milk, man. I wish. Shit, I had matcha this morning. Okay, so the question is, can you have a anything, any substance without motion?
That's a good question. Yeah, I would say yeah. I would say that things can exist without being in motion because you're either in motion or not in motion and only put into or out of by external force. So things can exist without motion.
Okay, can you give me an example?
No.
I couldn't give you an example either.
Well, a ball that hasn't been externally pushed.
Okay, well, what's the ball made of?
Are you going to go down to the molecular level and tell me that it's already vibrating?
Right.
Yeah, the universe
so you know that
is
everything
in
is
motion.
in motion.
Yes.
Yeah.
The universe's default state is motion. Do you have any evidence that God put it into motion?
If you ask Thomas Aquinas, motion is one of the pieces.
Well, if
of
you
evidence,
ask
but it's not
Einstein,
just
you're
motion.
a dumbass, and Aquinas is a dumbass. I don't give a fuck what he said.
I
I want an
mean-
explanation and evidence.
If you ask Einstein, he himself is a dumbass, right? If you ask him at the end of his life, wouldn't you say? Tell me not.
I would agree with that. I
Okay,
mean, no
okay.
smart person actually thinks that they're smart. Dunning-Kruger and right.
Facts.
So yeah. So
Well,
I mean, if
okay, so
Aquinas
I
thinks
guess
he's
the
smart, therefore he's
argument for
dumb, and
motion is
Einstein thinks
that
he's dumb,
all
therefore
motion
he's
is the
smart.
motion of
So your
something.
argument is irrelevant.
Sorry. All motion is a motion of something, right? I'll respond because you asked. So like, so
I got
everything is
reported
motion.
for saying that to you.
Huh?
We're having a good time. What the fuck, TikTok?
TikTok.
Nobody's
okay, well,
bullying
what is it?
anyone. This is a good conversation.
No, this is a nice, friendly.
God damn
talk.
it.
We're having a
The
nice
fucking TikTok
afternoon here,
overlords.
chilling out, friendly, nice. little
You know
talk.
what? I'm
TikTok,
reporting
fuck off.
TikTok.
I love TikTok. I love you. This is awesome. We're best friends.
Here's the
Let me
argument,
get your
brother.
number. Yeah,
To-
okay.
I get your argument that the universe was put into motion. Is that where you're going with this?
Maybe that like all motion has a preceding motion.
But it doesn't. Things in motion stay in motion unless an external force stops it. Things
Right.
not in motion stay not in motion unless an external force starts it. Something not in motion can be always not in motion, and something. So you would have to demonstrate that the universe was ever not in motion,
And
because
I
its
think,
default state is motion.
facts, absolutely. Everything, in my opinion, everything that is requires motion, and so the only thing that is not in motion has to be the stillness or the source.
Why are you
of everything
presupposing
in
that there's
motion.
anything not in motion?
I don't think anything. I don't think, or I haven't found anything, and I'm pretty convinced, and that everything in the universe, physical is and invisible, but still physical, is in motion. And so that means that there's only one thing that is not in motion, and that's the source of all motion. Because
No.
there has to be something that's not in
No,
motion.
there doesn't have
no
to be
such
a
thing.
source to start
There's
a
no way
motion.
that every single
It
thing
can
is in
be
motion. Just on
Energy
its
was
own.
not created. Energy's default state is motion.
Yeah, but
So
motion can
therefore,
exist in a
the
potential or in an
universe
actual state.
has always been in motion and was not created or put into motion. This is logic and science, brother.
Mm. I mean, if you ask Aquinas, gradation, motion, there's a lot of different. There's 5 different arguments, right? And they're all logical to me.
that energy was created?
I mean, Big Bang technically says
Nope.
that energy was created.
It's the expansion of the universe. Dark energy helped expand it. It was not created. The universe was in a hot, dense state and then expanded. The Big Bang is
So
not
if you
the
have
start
this
of anything
insane
except for
amount-
the
okay.
expansion of the universe.
Okay. Say you have this insane amount of dark matter and dark energy, because 95% of
What?
everything is
Dark
matter.
energy or matter wasn't always there. That
Okay,
is
well,
an
dark-
emergent property.
Dark energy is is most of everything that we see.
Well,
And
dark
so-
energy is the leading cause
At
for
that
the
time.
expansion.
And so yeah, you have all this immense amount of dark energy to explain away something that could be explained by
the dark
a plenum
energy
of
wasn't.
potential.
To my knowledge, the dark energy was not in the hot dense state. The hot dense state was a hot dense state of energy fields, quantum fields, the energy particles of the originating particles that could have been. This is a quantum field theory. Is that the universe was in a quantum field which has particles popping in and out of existence, not the colloquial
Right,
definition of existence. It's not. So
Yeah.
the way quantum fields work is there's like levels, okay? And
Right.
there's like stillness, and there's always there's always movement. There's no such thing as non-movement. It doesn't exist.
Absolutely.
So these particles are coming in and out of observation and existence, and then they're always wanting to expand, and then it comes in and expands, and there's the expansion of the universe. But it's always in motion. The default state of energy, of which was not created, is motion.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting at, man. Because if you think about it, there is no real substance,
Brother, was energy
anything.
created?
other than motion. So if you take motion and you fold it within itself and you spiral it, then you have matter, and you don't need anything else. So it's 99.9% empty space, right? An atom. What if it's 100%? What if it's just right?
Brother, was energy
Locked.
created?
Circular motion. Energy was not created. Energy was generated is a better term.
Huh?
Yeah, something was used, was there's like something to fuel it, but that something is
Quantum
infinite.
fields, energy fields. Yes,
Yeah. So
energy
what's a
is
field?
not
Science
created.
doesn't really know what a field is. A lot of people say this nowadays online. They know.
Was
And
it created?
a quantum field was not created. I think it's
Okay,
it's like
so your
it's a
God
convention.
didn't create it.
No, I think that God is the absolute from which the quantum oscillations
Define
and the vacuum
absolute, dude.
polarizations happen. Like the vacuum is not a vacuum; it's a plenum, and it's a vacuum until its plenum is
What are
allowed
you
to
calling a
escape it
vacuum?
when you jiggle it fast enough. They say the quantum field is a vacuum,
Okay, yeah.
but it's not really a vacuum. We know that, and quantum theory proves this. As it's a plenum, it's infinite potential.
Yeah.
For motion, right? So when you excite it in a certain way, coherent,
It wasn't
and
created. Where does God come
what?
in, brother?
God is that field, man. He is the field. He is the patterns
So
that
you
everything
worship.
is made.
So
Phi,
you
pi.
worship the universe. Then you don't worship
I
a
worship
God. You
the
worship the
absolute
universe.
source point as the Father of everything. He's the heavenly Father. He's
That's
at
not
the center of
heaven.
the
That's
highest
quantum
heaven, man.
field.
To
That's not
me, and no,
heaven.
I mean, but then you
If
can't
you
have
want
a
to
source without a
call a
substance,
quantum
right?
field heaven, you can, but it's already defined as a quantum field. If you want to define the universe as God, you can. But dude, it's so much easier to just call yourself a Spinozan or agnostic. Like, to say that you believe in a God is kind of ridiculous at this point. It's just like you worship the universe in all of its beauty. I can grant that. Like,
Okay,
we
so
have no argument if that's your case.
This is really juicy stuff, so I'm trying to be
Well, brother,
gentle with
listen.
it. But you can't
If
have
your case is that you just worship the universe, congratulations, me too, dude.
I know I worship
not
a
God, though.
personal God, man. He's a human. God is a human. He's an immortal man.
Quantum fields don't have consciousness or
Let me
intelligence.
get you this, man. John 1:1 says the Word was with God and the Word
So you
was
are
God.
a Christian. What the
I
fuck is
am, but
going on here?
I don't go to church, bro. I missed church for the
What the
past 5
fuck
weekends,
is
and my
going
pastor
on
texts me
here?
at 5 in the morning at on fucking every Friday, no, every Saturday night he texts me or texts me on Saturday morning. Oh, you're gonna come to church today at 5 a.m., bro? And I can't. I've missed for the past 5
Did
weekends.
someone
'Cause
spike my drink? What the fuck? What are you?
I'm just trying to figure this out, bro. Like you have a one God, which is the true God. I think is a
The
monotheistic God that
Bible
came
says
down.
God created the heavens and the earth.
Yeah, and through Him, nothing was made that was made. So everything that was made had to have needed a substance to be made by or
It
through.
wasn't
And
made.
so everything was made.
No,
Everything that
that's
we
a
know is made.
claim.
And in the Bible, the
No,
plants and the
no.
beings
Dude,
are made
Veter,
before they
Veter,
exist on earth. Before there's
Veter,
a sun, they're made.
Veter,
Yes, in the form of patterns.
Veter. A piece of paper written by dumbasses 2,000 years ago says that things were made. We know it's not true. The universe wasn't created. You even agreed with that. It's not made. What the fuck? I need to relax them shoulders. God damn.
Like the multiples in 9 are in my hands. If I put a finger down, that multiple of 9, you know what I'm saying? Is the digits on either side of whatever finger I put
9
down.
times.
You've done that.
Right.
Yeah. That's
What
pretty
the fuck?
insane. Like how do you have that kind of symmetry and complexity, fine tuning, you would say?
Evolution.
Okay, but I believe in microevolution, but I've never seen proof that you could come from a rock. I think you're much
didn't come from a rock!
I think that a rock maybe came from you is a better argument. I really gotta go to Costco, man. Can we talk later? You're gonna be on for a bit. I'll hit you up later. But this is a long talk. I'll just give you 3 words, okay? You want 3 words? And
I
then I'll let
swear to
you go.
God,
I'll
if you
stop
say
bothering
Jesus
you.
loves you.
Source, substance, motion. All right, peace.
What in the fuck? Ah? That's gotta be a troll. Jacob, please save me. Hi.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Do you have the power of nines in your hand?
I have no idea what he was talking about with that.
Good shit. Is Earth flat?
No.
Good shit. Okay. We're off to a good start. What you got for me today?
I was just gonna ask, what is your perspective on something like mathematics, like the intrinsic appearance of what we
Yeah,
recognize
it's grounded
as
in
math?
axioms.
So would you say that we invented it or we discovered
We
it?
invented mathematics, yes, but the what it's grounded in is axioms. So like 2 + 2 = 4. We made up the symbols. We made up the words and the writings and the equations. But two things
Right.
being next to two things has always been true objectively.
Objectively, I would agree with
Yeah.
that.
So
And
yeah. Mathematics is our way of understanding the universe. That's all it is.
Would you agree that it's found naturally occurring, or that we just describe it that way?
We
What I'm
created
saying-
mathematics, but two things next to two things has always been for.
Okay. Do we observe like logical algorithms in nature?
Logic is the exact same. It's grounded in axiomatic principles.
And are these things materialistic or not? Like, are they non-materialistic?
Can a rock be a rock and not a rock at the same time?
No.
Okay, that's a logical contradiction that has been made manifest as an empirical argument. Dude, we use thoughts, yes,
Okay.
but they're grounded in axioms of the universe and reality, things that are demonstrable. Axioms are demonstrable.
Correct. But if it takes a mind, okay, do we at least agree it takes a mind to perceive mathematics?
Yes, but the axioms that make it true are objective.
Agree. I'm not
So
disagreeing with
math
that.
is true objectively.
Objectively agreed. Is it objectively agreed that logic emerges from non-logical things?
What?
Does logic emerge from non-logical things?
Logic also is a man-made equation from axiomatic principles. I don't know what nonsensical thing you're trying to ask. That question makes no sense.
So with you I heard you say to the guest, an earlier guest, something about evolution is what created, and I guess you would assume
Not
evolution is the
created.
source or is the cause of, say, the natural occurring algorithms that
Evolution
we
is
see.
the effect of natural causes.
What is the first cause?
Of evolution? Luca.
Or of reality, because we
Of
observe.
reality, the hot dense state. And the expansion thereof from dark energy.
Okay, so we
expanding
can start
it.
from there. We can start from there. So
You want to go to the hot
From-
dense state and you're going to ask me where that came from, and I'm going to say, I
I'm
don't
not going to say
know.
where it came from. I don't care. I'm not going to go to the first that. I'm saying, so from the hot dense state, logical, organized, patterned, mathematical systems emerged. Because when
All
we
of
go
the
down to atomic
ingredients
state-
existed and all of the order existed. Because
in
it's
that hot
objective.
state, right? It's in that objective state. So you're saying atoms and hydrogen, helium, and all of the elements existed
What is your
before
point?
the expansion. I'm trying to ask, do you believe
Hey,
that
check this out.
non-logic?
Check this out. I'm going to make it really easy for you. I know nothing about anything. Prove God. That's how I'm going to act for the rest of this call, because Phil Bro shit pisses me off and I'm not going to get angry. So from here on, my answer to every single one of your questions is I don't know, prove God did it.
So, okay. I mean, I would just say the evidence that I would observe, even if I didn't believe in the Christian God or a specific one, is I would say with the tools and the science that we have today, we can observe that we find structure and order, things that we would call, like you say, mathematics.
Wonderful. Prove God did it.
Well, I would also make the association. It's logical to conclude that's like dealing in software, knowing that software runs hardware.
Software isn't the universe. Software is man-made, and we have
I would agree.
evidence for it and how it works.
No
So
doubt, no
again,
doubt.
I don't know. Prove God. You know, in logic, your premises and the argument still has to be grounded in evidence, right? You can't just say, I don't know, but it seems possible, so I'm going to say it's true. That's not logic, brother.
Well, you would say that you just think mathematics just occurs.
I
randomly.
don't know. Prove God did it.
Kids are running in here. 1 second. I can't prove God did it. I
No
can just give you
shit.
the
There's no
evidences.
evidence for God.
No, there's evidence. It's just if you choose to ignore it, then that's
Provide
like
the
literally-
evidence for God doing something then.
Well, for example, we find order.
Cool.
In
Prove
nature.
God did it.
I'm asking or making the assertion that if we find, like, for
Cool.
example,
Prove God did it.
you're childish, bro. That's insane.
This is epistemology. How do you know God did it? There's order. Congrats. So what? Prove God did it. Order is just
Well, it's
physics.
illogical.
Laws
It's
of the universe
illogical.
are our explanations and descriptions of how the universe works. It has nothing to do with God. You want to talk about constants? Cool. Gravity. Prove God made it do what it does. Like, what are you arguing for? What do you mean I'm childish? You're literally
That a
arguing from logical
non-material-
fallacies.
That a non-material set of laws govern the material world. Can you
Cool.
explain
Prove
that?
God did it.
Can you give a rational explanation to that?
I don't know. Prove
Other than
God did
trust
it.
me, bro. Evolution, Big Bang, bro.
We have evidence for them. They're scientific theories.
Oh yeah, we have evidence. Give me one shred of evidence. that
CMB
proves the Big Bang.
radiation.
And what does that prove to you?
That there was a hot dense state 13.8 billion years ago that expanded.
And what
Where's the
is
evidence that God
overwhelming
did
piece
it?
of evidence
Where's
that
the
shows you
evidence that God did it?
What is the science behind that? What test can you pull
CMB
up that makes you believe that?
radiation, cosmic microwave background radiation. We can literally observe it today. It is currently happening. The universe is currently expanding, brother.
So how many billion?
We
how many
are
billion was that?
currently
Hold on. I'm gonna
in
lock
the
him in right
Big
here.
Bang.
How long?
We are currently
did you say?
in the Big Bang.
What number did you just put out?
13.8.
How much is the moon moving away from the Earth?
I don't know. Prove God did it.
How much is the moon
I don't
moving
know.
away from the
Prove
Earth?
God did it.
Well, I would say you
You're
have
the
no
one with
evidence
a
to the
burden of
contrary, but-
proof, my guy. You want me to prove God, your God doesn't exist? Are you Christian?
Yes, I believe in the Christian.
Cool. Your God transcends time, correct?
I would say yes. He says
Cool. You can't have causal relation without space-time. Therefore, your God couldn't have created anything. Prove me wrong. You're the one with the burden of proof. You're claiming a unicorn exists, but not only exists, interacts and created reality. Prove it. If I tell you a unicorn could have fur or hair, that's a cool metaphysical concept. If I say the unicorn lives in my backyard, you're going to ask me for proof. Your God is a metaphysical concept like the unicorn, but you're saying your unicorn does X, Y, and Z, and I'm asking you to prove it. All you have are logical fallacies to explain it, though. Prove your burden. I don't have a burden. Well, I did. And then I explained how it's not possible. So if you disagree, you can provide your argument, but I can almost guarantee your argument is going to be God created the laws and can do whatever the fuck he wants, which is another logical fallacy called special pleading. So you have the burden. I've explained why your God is impossible to have done anything. Prove it. I don't know. Prove it. I'm childish, motherfucker. Study logic.
You're standing here saying
This is a pivot. You have a burden
Okay,
to
okay.
prove that God can create anything.
There's no way to sit here and
I stopped
prove
believing in
that. It's
Santa
just-
Claus when I was... Oh, I never believed in Santa Claus. Can you prove God? I want you to prove Santa Claus right now. Please, for the love of Odin, prove Santa Claus. If you prove Santa Claus, I will fucking convert.
If I can prove Santa Claus, like, what are you getting at? I'm just asking.
God,
even
Santa
if I don't
Claus,
believe
God, unicorns, Voldemort, Harry Potter, Spider-Man,
So-
Superman, prove it.
If we took away all
Pivot
the
again.
religious
This is
story-
another fucking red herring. Stop
What
with
are
the
you
logical
talking about? Why are
fallacies
you
and
so
prove
aggressive?
God.
Like, I don't understand. I'm
Stop
literally asking you
pivoting and
questions.
prove God. I'm sorry you're offended. I'm holding you accountable for your
A
dumbass
proof
claims.
An anecdotal proof to
Proof
me,
by
as I
definition
said-
means evidence and facts leading to a true conclusion. Now prove God, motherfucker.
Okay, evidence. He just said evidence and facts that lead to a true conclusion. Evidence and facts are we observe an organized universe.
Cool, prove
that is
God did it.
governed by principles like mathematics, which are not physical properties.
They're grounded in
but they
axioms.
govern the physical world. And then I also observe
They're
that
natural.
in the modern world that we live in, the very cell phones that we're talking on are governed by invisible coded laws that I can write myself that govern what the physical mechanics of this thing do, allowing voice to travel and sound, all kind of things that would seem like magic to the ancient people. But this is happening now.
So
and the
prove
point
God
is that
did
if
it.
we can build something like this with a virtual system, it's not
We have
insane
evidence
to
that we
think-
can do it, and the constants that you are talking about are demonstrable. No evidence justifying that something put it the way that they are. So again, I ask you for the 30th time, prove God had jack shit to do with it.
Well, what I would argue is that when you copy something that already exists, that would, like, for example,
You're correct. We are using what already exists. Prove God did it.
okay, would you say that it took intelligence to
I
create
told you to prove
computers?
God did it. The next words out of your mouth should be, here is my evidence that God made gravity. What do you think?
Well, here is my evidence that God made gravity, is that there are invisible laws that govern
Gravity
nature.
is the invisible law, you dumbass.
It's one of many constant.
God damn. Books. Go read them. Please. When I say prove God made gravity, and your argument is I don't know, therefore God, the God of the gaps fallacy, you're not proving God, you're remaking the claim. You remade the same claim over and over and over and over without any mechanistic explanation or demonstration of where it came from. You seem too sober for these callers. Why me, bro? Yeah, there's no lawgiver for the constants. Gravity was not made by anything. Gravity is our description of how the universe works. If anything, God is the universe. Because without the universe, gravity doesn't exist. All things are contingent upon the necessity of the universe's existence. Oh man, I've got really bad connection right now. It's crazy. Nobody, I don't want to argue with this dude anymore, but he's still requesting up. If you would like to argue about the laws and constants and how he's saying that they logically conclude a God. If you want to have any part of that, I will accept him up. But we just spent 30 minutes of him saying that his proof of God is that gravity exists. Reef, that's what he's doing. Rife. I've never heard of that fallacy. Fallacy occurs when an abstract concept is treated as if it were a concrete real entity. Yeah, it's just God of the gaps and begging the question over and over. Misplaced concreteness. I mean, he was still presupposing too. Cool. How do you pronounce that? Reification? Reification? Let me pronunciation. How do we say this, Google?
Reification.
I was off. Yeah, Jacob. Until you have evidence that gravity was literally created by a god and you have the mechanism justifying that belief, we have nothing more to say. You believe gravity was made by God. I say prove it. You say it exists, therefore it is proof. That's begging the question. You're using circular reasoning. Brother, logical systems they emerged, sure, but they're grounded in the universe. Axioms. Self-evident truths. We are describing how the universe works. The law of gravity is that things always come down. The theory of gravity is why things always come down. The theory of gravity explains the mechanisms of how it works and why it works. And it has nothing to do with God, and it didn't come from anywhere. It is part of the universe. It is our description of how and why the universe does what it does. It has nothing to do with God. If anything, it should make you want to worship the universe as God. There is no evidence for a God. If there were evidence that God made gravity, you would be able to say, this mechanism showing this fingerprint that we know is from God because of X justifies the belief in God because of Y. The effect caused by the fingerprint created gravity. Like, you don't have that. All you have is it exists, I'm ignorant, therefore God. That's your argument. Yes, Jess, they're arguing about gravity. It's just a large mass bending space-time. Literally. Yeah, Jacob, you want the mechanism for gravity? Space-time bending. There you go. That's why things come together. That's the mechanism is space-time bending. That is the mechanism for how things come together. Nothing created it. You would then have to demonstrate God creating space-time. Again, going back to God creating the universe. Did the universe always exist, in your opinion? It is logically sound to believe that. I argue it as well. I do say I believe the universe existed. And I can justify the belief. But do we know it for absolute? No. We cannot, we only see up to Planck time. Prior or during the hot dense state, we know nothing. So my answer is I don't know. But what I do know is energy can't be created. Energy exists. Therefore, it's always existed. There is no evidence that the universe was created, so I have no justification to believe that. I'm a justified skeptic. If the universe always existed, then what? If God always existed, then what? What's the point? You're not making sense with that question. What is your question? Restate the question in English, please. They can't handle time dilation. You can't handle the truth. I crack myself up. Now that's what I'm talking about. Y'all should be sharing and reposting this live. And we're at 6,900 likes. Get that up there. Yeah, I told him that these things are descriptions, not prescriptions, so many times. He's incapable of comprehending it. Software and hardware are man-made. Dude, fuck. Equivocation much. That's a fucking category error if I've ever heard one. They're calling in on TikTok. We're streaming YouTube and TikTok. I can open up YouTube for calls as well. Here, let me get the link for YouTube up. I need a new keyboard. Jacob, you're not capable of comprehending the argument. Why would I bring you back to continue questioning and saying you have proof and then saying the same claim again? Claims are not proof of a claim. That is begging the question. You are using logical fallacies. By definition, you are illogical. You are indoctrinated. I'm sure you don't know what indoctrination means. Indoctrination means spreading a belief uncritically. You believe something uncritically. You have something called cognitive dissonance. You're incapable of accepting other truths about reality that differ from your view. Your brain is in fight or flight when we bring up facts, and you're incapable of accepting them as truth because mainly you're closed-minded, but because you have these deep indoctrinated beliefs. No, logic says I'm being logical, Jacob. I'm sorry you don't understand logic. It is fairly simple to learn. There's many, 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 many books on it. Just read the fallacies at bare minimum. Look up how syllogisms work. Look up some different reasoning methods. Just get the basics down and then come back. I'm not going to explain how gravity works over and over and over and over. We do, however, have some super chats to respond to. Now Hart donated SEK 20. My condolences. Thank you. God damn. Nix ZAR 14. A rock can be a rock and a paperweight. That's true. That's very true. Appreciate you guys for the super chats. You guys are absolute legends. W's in the chat for the super chatters. Oh shit, I never pinned the link. There it is. Brent, I'm going to suck your toes if you don't shut up. By the way, guys, if you are not in the Discord channel, in the bio of my TikTok is a link to the Discord. I got suspended? Harassment and bullying? I'm definitely submitting that appeal. Oh, what? Well, let's swap over to the other one. Jesus Christ. It's a good thing we have a backup account. Dude, I literally get suspended every week. Watch it if suspended me for saying I'm going to suck your toes if you don't shut up. That would be hilarious if that was the clip that they used for why I'm suspended. TikTok is loading on the desktop. While TikTok loads up on my desktop, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. All right. Still waiting for it to load up on the desktop. Could add the Discord link in YouTube's bio too. That is true. It is preparing the studio. I don't know how long that's going to take. Let's see what's going on the phone app. Tony from Assad. DM request. Shut up. You live in a computer land, literally being shown in real time, the recreation of life, AI, VR, bots, etc., artificial, etc. God is literally playing with its imagination. Life represents imaginary evil, careless creator of existence, deceitful, powerless. That was sent by Dark One. Dare you right now to go up Saint Dopamines Live. They said they will cook you. I'll send the link if you want. They know Phil, metaphysics, and etc. I know God is real. I am the Son of God, his right hand. Very few things in this life can be 100% proven, and I can teach you how to speak with God. Philosophers and prophets throughout history have talked about a still small voice of wisdom. That's God, but they didn't know they could speak with that voice. If one repents of all their sins, silences their inner voice with mindfulness, and seeks the Father with their whole heart, prays that he would speak to them, he will reveal himself. People who reject God's wisdom only hear judgment. And it's funny, I hear Christians call that voice the devil, but it's God. I could teach you things about the Bible that would make you laugh your ass off because it aligns with arguments you've made with Christians. But you will likely reject everything I've said. Yes. I have so many fucking DMs like this, by the way. I think I have 124 DMs like that. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off TikTok and reopen it, see if that works. Still preparing studio. Oh, there it goes. Now it's loading. All right. My application wasn't approved. Said my application to go live. Unlock virtual camera by going live on Live Studio 3 more times for 25 minutes. Does that mean I have to go live on... Let me see if I can go live on the mobile app. No. Why can't I go live? Maybe I need to have 50 followers. You guys need to go follow the new backup account on TikTok so we can stream on there. So it doesn't look like I'll be able to go live. The suspension is... Am I able to click go live? You can't use studio. Please use another method to go live. Ah, man, no access. Live access. Let's click on this. Why don't I have access? I think I have to have a specific amount of followers. Damn. That's a shame. All right, guys. Well, it looks like that's that. Suspended until April 2nd. So we have 3-day suspension again. We literally had a 3-day suspension last week too. The amount of times I get suspended. Do you get mass flagged? Yes. I am still live on YouTube, but we don't have any callers ever on YouTube. We never get callers. 30 followers on backup. I think I have 29. Oh, you just followed. I think I have to have 50 to go live. On my main channel, I could go live with 50. When I got to 50 followers, I was able to go live. Yeah, so I have to wait. So I've got 50. So we need 20 more followers on the backup account. Let me post that in Discord real quick. Let me get the link for the backup account that I can post. Okay, got the link for that. All right, got that posted. Yeah, I get taken down on TikTok so fucking often. It's ridiculous. All right, pull up an apologetic video. Yeah, I guess we can do that, huh? All right, fuck it. All right, who should we watch? Tell me a video to go check out. Muslims being accepting. If you're offended, at least we know you're listening. That's true. Okay. Why is murder wrong? Dark matter. 2520. Is he defending? Oh, I see. Okay. What if you're wrong? Top 10 reasons Jesus hasn't returned. Why is murder wrong? All right, let's open this up. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. He is an atheist. I'll get copyrighted. I am going to subscribe to him, though. $800,000 subs. Buddy's big as fuck. Damn. Kent Hovind. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to subject myself to that. Oh, man. Guys, I think we're just going to call it a night. I don't want to, but... Professor Dave is awesome. Absolutely. I know. I've been missing playing some games, so I'm probably going to hop on Twitch. But, yeah. I appreciate you guys being here. Fucking awesome. We got suspended again. That means we're doing something right. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in 3 days.